We are starting the 2016-17 regular season today as the New York Knicks and their new additions of Brandon Jennings and Jan Mahimi are going to take on the Detroit Pistons. And this is Brandon Jennings' old team, so maybe he's got some fire to play with today. But our main goal was pretty much give it to Porzingis and Melo. But Porzingis didn't really have the game I wanted him to have. I think he ended up with like 6 points or something like that. But other guys really stepped up. You can see a nice defensive play by Aaron Aflalo, who were giving this starting shooting guard spot. And in transition, Brandon Jennings knocks out a 3. But we didn't see too much of great play from Jennings tonight. Really didn't play great defense and had a decent amount of turnovers. But it's his first game in New York, so maybe he just had some jitters under himself playing in one of the biggest cities, top city to play with, pressure-wise in the NBA, and really like popular-wise. But here's a nice play by Mahimi, dishing it off to Melo, and that's what we can just work with. The pick and roll, something we couldn't really do with Robin Lopez, but if we can have a pick and roll with Brandon Jennings and Mahimi, can also set up Mahimi in the post, Brandon Jennings on a layup, or someone on the outside, because we have shooters like Melo, Aflalo, and Porzingis that can knock down a jumper 9 times out of 10, even if it's a little bit contested. But here's a nice play by our rookie, our first round pick, Grayson Allen, coming off a screen, wide open jumper, and just a perfect shot, knocks it down. And we saw great stuff from him coming off the bench. We saw pretty much like life, youth, speed, and everything. You could see him getting a rebound, pushing in transition, and Langston Galloway knocking down an open 3 in transition. And you can see here, somehow, Derek Williams hit that shot. I honestly don't know how. He's honestly kind of like a mess in this game, and this is going to be his last year in New York. I would love to trade him at the deadline, but I'm not sure what team would want him. But heading into the second quarter, we're up by 2, so looking pretty good. We're down by 2, but now Melo ties it up. But not doing too bad to start off the regular season. And here's Jennings on Jackson. See, not the greatest defense, and Jackson just chucks up a 3 and somehow hits that. He had a crazy game. Here's Jackson open. Probably should have shot that, but he doesn't. He dished it off to Jody Meeks, and Jody Meeks can hit that all day. Some guy I probably would have liked to acquire in the offseason, but we did draft Grayson Allen, so I didn't. Here's Aaron Aflalo. I think his foot was on the line. Oh, no, it didn't count as a 3. So that put us down by 1. Now we're down by 3. Here's Melo dishing off to Aflalo. Back to Melo. Melo's going to shoot it, and he's going to get it to go. And Melo was our leading scorer. I'm pretty sure he had like 19 or 20 points. But I just need him. I think he had like 7 assists and 6 rebounds, and that's all I need. And there's Jerry Grant fighting Alan Crabb, who are our free agent signing ones. And let me know, is it Crab or is it like Crabbe? Because it's 2 B's and an E, so I'm not really sure how to pronounce it that well. I'm going to say Crab, and hopefully I'm right. But here's a Grayson Allen. He was like our 4th or 3rd highest scorer today, coming off the bench. And I think he can make a run at 6th man or Rookie of the Year and maybe 6th man. We'll see, though. But he's got to contend with guys like Ben Simmons. But here's a great play by Crab. He gets a steal, and he kicks to Galloway and up to Grayson Allen, who gets the layup. And so here's another miss by the Pistons. Galloway I love the backcourt of Galloway and Allen off the bench. It's just, they're so quick, and like, they're young. It's a nice, young, quick backcourt that can push the ball. And honestly, I just need, like, I think Alan Crabb's fine there. Kevin Seraphin I like. But there's a block by Alan Crabb, and this is just what I like to see. A block, he runs the floor and gets a monster dunk in transition. But yeah, as long as I think I gotta fix the power forward, because Rakeem Christmas is pretty bad. I honestly can't do anything with him in 2K, and he's a terrible rebounder and defender in this game. But if we can get a nice power forward, because Derek Williams is not going to work on our second unit, that's what I'm looking at. And pretty much that's it for this team. I think, like, with this team right now, we could be a contending 8, 7, maybe even 6 seed. But we're still going to have to see. But here's Melo grabbing another rebound, just being a team player. And here's Porzingis, pass from Aflalo, and he throws it down as we're up by 8 with about a minute to go in the third quarter. You can see it one more time from our star player, Porzingis. Now here's Aaron Aflalo driving, and he's going to get an and one. Aflalo played great as well. I think he had 15 or 17 points on the game. Now we're up by 9, but here's Dotas Montejunas, I think. Melo grabs the board, throws it up to Jared Grant. Jared Grant kicks it at Aflalo, and Aflalo gets the layup. And it's nice to see Jared Grant running the floor there. He is our 3rd point guard, but I like him being just being a 5th guard off the bench, or in total. There's Melo with 0.3 seconds left in the third quarter. Puts us up by our largest lead of the game, up by 11. But then the Sixers cut it to 5. And with this Stanley Johnson layup, they cut it to 4. So we're only up by 4 now. Here's Grayson Allen. Kicks it to Galloway. Misses the first shot. But Galloway will kick it out to Kevin Seraphin for the jumper. And Seraphin is going to knock down that jumper. So here's another steal. We're only up by 6. Here's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And he's going to throw that down in transition as we're only up by 4 now. With 2 minutes left, we're up by 3. Here's Reggie Jackson. He's going to drive, and he's going to hit the floater, and he does. So we're only up by 1 at this point. Here's Melo up by 3. The Knicks are. Melo in the post on Jody Meeks. Kind of a mismatch. And Melo just goes right at him, and the shot is good. Melo knocks down the clutch shot to put us up by 5. So here's a glitch with 2K. Look at the shot clock. 0.0 seconds. That's a glitch they gotta fix because it's just a waste of time. Why do they even have to do that? But we're up by 7 here. Reggie Jackson is going to knock down that jumper to cut it to 5 with 26 seconds left. And here's a bonehead decision by Aflalo. Melo is going deep. He had a shot to be open, but he threw it too late. And that's going to lead to a Reggie Jackson layup. So they're only up by 3. But it's not too bad, right? All we got to do is send Melo to the line to hit 2 clutch free throws. That's all we have to do. He missed the first, okay. But then he misses the second. And the Pistons, who don't have a timeout, have a chance to tie it. Here's Reggie Jackson. He kicks it to Montejunas, who's going to hit the jumper. So they're up by 1. For some reason, they didn't go for 3. But then again, we did hit both our free throws. Here's Montejunas for 3. Contested, and he knocks it down to tie the game. Kristaps Porzingis was in his face, and he somehow hit that clutch shot. So 8 seconds to go. I wanted to give it Porzingis. Bad defense by Montejunas, and Porzingis throws it down to give us the lead with 4.7 seconds. Reggie Jackson's going to have to chuck up a 3 for the win. It is up, and it looks good, but it's not. And the Knicks pull away with a game they should have won minutes ago. But Pistons took them to the final seconds. They almost blew it, but they do win opening night, and a very convincing win by the Knicks. And yeah, so we'll see how the season goes. We'll see how the team develops, and hopefully our goal of making the playoffs is achievable.